Hey, welcome to Qigong, y'all. Wednesday, 1:30. We are alive. We are co-creating this amazing reality that we are living in with multi-dimensional perception. I'm going to get to that in a minute, but just notice your breath, notice your heartbeat. Notice where your body is in your space, how your muscles are communicating with each other, and how your brain is communicating with all of your muscles right now, telling you this feels stuck, this feels good, this feels in pain, this feels stressful. Oh, stress. Stress is like a proprioception blocker. I'm telling you. Wow. You deserve to feel free, like a unidentified flying object, expressing your body fully and completely. You have a purpose here. You belong here. You deserve to feel seen, heard, that sense of belonging, that sense of that feeling like you want to dance and express, and you deserve to feel so good in all those ways. So, what is stopping you? We're going to find out in class today. Anything that might be blocking your proprioception from feeling so sharp, so capable, so multidimensional, so open, so free. So just start by paying attention to your breath. If you can notice what your breath is doing, then you are beginning to have your proprioception sharpened. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeats. If you become aware that your heart is even beating, then you are sharpening your proprioception. You are deepening your presence into the moment, into the space that you're in, and you're even making it easier for anyone who walks into your face, into your space, to have a proprioception, positive proprioception experience. Because the energy you put into your space creates energy for you. Think positive about yourself. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats, and whenever you're ready, you can share an intention for class today, what you need, why you're here. And it's all about relieving stress. And relieving stress is literally like improving your sense of proprioception. That cortisol, I mean, it's like the difference between how you feel when you're in a forest, in a garden, on the dance floor, and then in court. When you're in court, do you feel free to express? Do you feel like you can just like move your body and have these amazing proprioception experiences? No. It's the court of your soul when you produce all this cortisol, all this stress causes you to not love your body, to not connect with your body, to not constantly be feeling the expression of your body. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to be here for you today and to explore heightening our proprioception together for the health of not only every individual that comes to here to the channel, but for the health of our nation and for the health of our world. You know how you feel when you see amazing cultures dance, African drumming, hula. Like, at least I do. I feel it when I see this incredible spiritual dancing performance and singing performances, Israeli dancing, belly dancing. Why does that feed us so much? Because we are experiencing through osmosis, through Oz and Moses, someone's proprioception being expressed in an amazing way. Someone's muscles have had these incredible feedback loops over and over again until they were expanded to do these beautiful movements, not only with their bodies, but with their spirits. That's what proprioception is. It's like moving with your spirit. That's what a lot of dancers say they love. That's what, my perception of life changes when I'm singing. My perception of everything changes when I'm dancing. I can be fighting with someone 1 second and then they put on dance music and I'm in bliss. Uh, uh, uh. So is fighting a lack of proprioception? While I'm waiting for y'all to be vocal, because you're very quiet, I am just gonna read my 5 pages of why I'm doing this class on proprioception today. And you can read in the description what I say. Oh, sorry about that. How's it going, Ivory? I was watching one of her videos. You can even just look it up on Wikipedia. Proprioception is also called kinaesthesia. It is the sense of self-movement, force, and body position. Proprioception is mediated by proprioceptors, mechanosensory neurons located within muscles, within your spindles, tendons, and joints, and your cerebellum connects with this and teaches you how to really understand where you are in space. And space, we all know, is relative, like time. So if we enhance our proprioception, will we ever be able to fly? Will we ever be able to time travel? I don't know. That's why I think this is the most important class of the year, probably, is what I'm feeling. Because it just kind of ties everything together for me as far as being a Qigong teacher, but a musician, a dancer, and how that all interconnects and bounces off each other to be who I am and to be who you are. And something that is tied into a lot of the medicinal work I do, which is about vibrational medicine and using the Bach flowers and the matrix therapy, is because our emotional state absolutely influences our proprioception. When we feel fear, we literally feel like we can't move sometimes. When we feel happy, we feel like we can fly. And to exaggerate that with our movements, like going into them, like sometimes if I'm fighting with someone, I'll start shaking. So what if I just go like this to kind of move it out? Thanks for the thumbs up. Then I can have more proprioception. Because if I just notice the shaking and judge it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm shaking right now. Oh my God, something's wrong. Fight or flight, cortisol. Ah! Then I'm in court. I'm being judged. But if I just feel it and I'm like, whoa, my body's having an experience. I'm having this proprioception of my body in space and my body feels weird in space. Then you can take it to the next level and be aware of yourself and not let the fear overcome you. Let the awareness overcome you of this human experience that you're experiencing in life, which is so beyond your ego, so beyond your mind, so beyond whatever you're doing in the moment, so beyond this computer screen, so beyond where you have to be at 5 o'clock. That is just all relative to your proprioception. So can you shift your proprioception so that you feel good at least 50% of the time instead of stressed. Proprioception changes when our emotions change. When I'm singing, when I'm in a different environment. And please feel free to share your intentions in the chat as I'm talking here. So we've talked about how the emotions change your proprioception, but also where you are, who you're surrounded by. Your proprioception's a lot different in jail unless you just meditate all day, right? If you meditate wherever you are, you're bringing your proprioception there. That's another point. If I'm in a recording studio, I feel like so pumped to create. If I'm just sitting in my house and if there's clutter around, then I don't feel as free. So my proprioception is just a little more bound up and constipated. And you can change your proprioception by cleaning, by decluttering, by creating your palace, your temple everywhere you go. Does radiation affect our proprioception? That is a good question. I think it does. 5G. Does carrying a cell phone around with you? Is that like carrying around a little prison for your proprioception? Is it affecting your vibrations? Do you feel less free? Do you feel like you're on a leash? All very real feelings and something to think about. The EMFs. Do you need to block the EMFs? Do you need to carry around an amethyst? Why do all these EMF blockers that they sell for like $100, why do they work? Are they really blocking the EMF, or are they enhancing your proprioception of your reality so that you have this immune system of proprioception so you're not affected by the prisons of the other vibrations that are around you? Because your vibration can stay strong. Everything is vibration. If you've got a tidal wave coming at you, then it can suck you into its vibration and you lose control. That's what this is about. Are you going to lose control to your temper, to your ego, to your codependency, to your fears, to your insecurities? Or are you going to maintain the vibration of peace and love and joy and excitement to be yourself and excitement to express yourself in this world? Or are you going to feel like you're not good enough? Can you maintain a healthy proprioception by doing Qigong in the spaces that you are in? Yes, you might feel like a crazy person like me doing the Qigong while standing in line at the post office, but I don't want to be postal. I don't know about you. It will be like you are the ocean creating a wave of peace, and you will notice if people are all like making like a stressed out face while they're in line, like like the other day I was at Kroger and there was only one machine working and everyone was standing in line going, "Ugh." And I just said, no one's smiling. And of course, it made people smile because it creates this wave, like this burst of energy and awareness of their proprioception. And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm standing here like this. If they were really aware that their body was all constricted and sad and stressing themselves out, then they wouldn't have been like that. If they were really, really proprioceptive of their body. But instead, they were more concerned about what they were thinking about. Oh, I'm going to be late for this. Oh, this is taking so long. Oh, and it becomes addictive. One person complains and the other one's like, oh my God, why is there only one machine working? How dare you, Kroger? You're a horrible place. Or we could turn around and like be like, hey, what's going on? This is a person. This is where we can connect. We don't have to be, giving into the misery, right? So just that's not always just doing qigong, but it's kind of a qigong philosophy to bring that there. Like, oh, this is an opportunity for you to practice qigong either by literally doing standing pose, a couple of different mudras, or by sharing your thoughts and ideas and beliefs. So, balance, balance. This is balance to another degree. Do crystals change our proprioception? Smells, music, of course. Anything vibrational changes your proprioception because we are surrounded by waves. Being aware of your body in space is being aware of your body in the waves. It's like we are in a somewhat of an ocean of psychic motion. We're in an ocean of psychic motion. We really are. And sometimes a big tidal wave comes and sucks us into the undertow of fear. And how do we change that? Through vibration, because fear is a vibration. So if you're in this ocean of vibrations, you need to be aware that you can create vibrations that help you have better sensations and help you have freedom to move in your environment. And there's so many different ways. You can pray, you can put on music, like I said, and to just be more fluid. That's the goal, to be fluid. You could change your beliefs. Changing your beliefs affects how you feel in space, right? Women out there, like when you don't feel good about how you look, I mean, guys too, but especially women, like you will take out your issues on everyone because having that insecurity is actually stopping you from being able to express yourself and express your beauty and even feel your beauty. It's not about the makeup, but if you put the makeup on and you feel more beautiful, isn't it funny how you suddenly feel like you can move and be better? Isn't it funny how when you put a costume on, sacred drama. It's not just about like the movies and like this. All the movies and music are meant to be like healing tools for all of our humans so that we can express ourselves in these different costumes and these different characters so we can move through what we need to move through. So we can play pretend until we are where we want to end up. So, is conflict merely a lack of healthy proprioception? Would we even fight? Would we even have conflict if we were truly aware of how our bodies felt and honoring them and stopping and being like, oh, my body doesn't feel good. Let me make it better. Oh, not fighting with you makes it better. But sometimes that conflict is about taking the other person's energy, so that you can have more energy, so you can have better proprioception. But you don't need to take anyone's energy for that. You can have your own. But we go into the fight or flight, like I said, and all of this can either influence your proprioception to be more positive or it can block it. Okay? Love changes our proprioception. There's a reason why it's called falling in love. There's a reason why you get dizzy when you fall in love with someone. There's a reason why you feel warmth in your stomach. Your whole proprioception changes because of that connection that you're feeling. It shifts with the new vibrations, with the hormones releasing, with your desires to move in different ways and connect. And your brain is sending all kinds of messages to all kinds of cells in your bodies. Your proprioception is changing. Hi, Cherie. Be aware of this and try not to be scared. Like I said, the cleanliness of your space affects your proprioception. If you want to move more freely, more big, then you need more space and you need to take it for yourself. Going into the woods. They have something in the books right now, NDD, nature deficit disorder. If you don't have enough of nature, it can make you sick. And vice versa, if you immerse yourself in nature, you can heal so much because I think it heals your proprioception. I think this is such an important thing. I call it vibrational medicine. You can call it whatever, but this ties it all in. Your proprioception, when you walk with nature, the reflection around you is vibrating with you, and you feel more of the true nature of your body. The true nature of every cell of your body becomes activated in the way it's supposed to be activated. When we sit in cubicles, when we just see angles and not curves, all around us. We spend 75% of our time indoors. If we don't get outdoors, if we're not farmers, you know, it changes who we think we are. We forget who we are. We forget that our bodies need a connection to freedom, to circles, to organic spaces. This is why I do earth and building. It's all coming together because my proprioception changes. I feel smarter when I'm in a natural setting. When I just look at, like, when I have a short ceiling, all that affects my feelings. Everything affects your feelings. Having an awareness that feeling boxed in, we're all in boxes. Why? When we go to church, we're in a dome. Just sitting in that building, it is the prayer, but it's also the shape of the building. We need to be aware of that, people. When we put ourselves in a box, we are literally putting ourselves in a box. How are you going to fortify yourself? What music are you going to play? What activities are you going to do? What smells are you going to have in your house so that you feel more alive? Because you're deadening yourself by living in a box. We all are. We absolutely are. And it's subconscious, but it's true. Dancers have dance studios for a reason. Yoga teachers have yoga studios for a reason. Yes, we can do these things anywhere, but we need space, right? To freely and productively be our whole selves. Like I said, dressing up, doing our nails, doing our makeup, it just gives us this different feeling of connecting with our world. Qigong is like putting on makeup. I think I have a class called Qigong makeup. Like, just doing Qigong, and we're going to get to the movements in 3 minutes or less, is literally like giving you the confidence, giving you the courage that getting dressed does. But you could be like virtually naked and feel so beautiful when you're in that Qigong state, that natural human state where your feelings matter, where your expression matters, where you feel heard, seen, loved. I would even go as far as to say that in addition to Qigong providing you that confidence and that feeling of freedom and health, good health, I would even say that enemies or negative forces, what they do is they literally get our energy by throwing off our proprioception, by creating dizziness, by creating stress, by creating fear, by creating the fight or flight. Someone saying, I don't need you. I could do this with someone else. That's like throwing off your proprioception because they feel thrown off and they think throwing you off is going to help them somehow, and it makes us more vulnerable to not have our sense of proprioception. It helps other people feed off of us. So if we stay orbital, if we stay orbiting, if we stay circular, if we get out of that box that someone else is putting us in and keep spinning, keep spinning it around and being like, someone throws you something and you're just like, okay, I'm throwing it back at you. It's not mine, right? We have that strength. I believe in us. And so finally, the last thing I'm going to say, and then we're going to stand up and start moving, or sit down and start moving. How you feel about something is of the utmost importance. If you just walk into a room and feel weird, hey Larry, hey Gray, then trust it. Your proprioception is being thrown off, and check in and being like, okay, why do I not feel free in this moment? What vibration is throwing me off? Is it a smell? Is it a look? This is literally like the evil eye in some cultures. They literally recognize that it causes sickness in people, and they heal it by taking the person who gave the other person the evil eye, and they apologize and stuff. Are you getting the evil eye from products? When you walk in the grocery store, from the lighting, from the LED lights that don't have the full natural vibration? Is your body picking up danger? Do you need to leave? Whatever you do, Are you being masochistic by staying in an environment where your proprioception is off? Because now you're vulnerable to vultures, parasites, predators, because you're not completely aware of how your body moves in space. And if you're not aware of how your body moves in space, then you can't defend yourself. You can't kick someone, right? So, to maintain your healthy proprioception and be the best, healthiest you can be, it's so important. It's so important to honor your feelings and listen to them and not worry about the feelings of other people, not be codependent. Yes, respect other people's feelings, but if your feelings are hurting, don't sacrifice that for other people because they might be the very predators and parasites and they might that are taking your energy and they might not even be aware of it because of their issues. So if you're enabling them, then they're never going to get better. And you're certainly going to be feeding all your energy to someone else and you won't be able to be the best you that you can be. All right, let's get started. Let's do this. This is it. This is it. Proprioception, y'all, people. Prioritize your proprioception. I'm holding crystals. Thanks for the thumbs up. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. We've got two intentions here on the side. We've got Jabri. His intention is to be here with you today. I can feel the energy. I'd like some attention to my arms and wrists and feet today. And a gray, his attention or her attention is balance, which is beautiful because Qigong is not only good for balance, it is a beautiful balance between static stretching and dynamic stretching. Static stretching is holding the stretch, pushing the stretch, and dynamic stretching is moving. But then I would say, I just made this up, maybe it exists, that there's another level in Qigong that's beyond static and dynamic stretching, and I'm calling it dynamic cellular stretching. Because when we stay still and we feel that vibration and we feel the chi all around us, and we have that proprioception, it to me feels like every cell in our body is vibrating and breathing and being dynamic in the stillness. It's like still water. It's never completely still unless it doesn't have access to flow. There's always a little movement. So we've done a lot of standing position where we just stand. Now we're going to do sitting position, same as standing position, where we just hold our energy and we feel that dynamic cellular stretching. And I think it's important to do sitting Qigong as much as standing Qigong because a lot of times we're sitting. And so it's good to know how to access the position that plugs you into your chi so you feel that vibration. And that is having proprioception. Am I saying that right? Yeah, proprioception. I think having proprioception is a huge part of practicing Qigong. And it's beyond normal proprioception because it's like you're not only aware of your body in space, you're aware of your energy in space. But that is your body and it's all connected. You're aware of your feelings in space, your body in space, your thoughts that are in the space. Fully, deeply aware. And do sitting Qigong for 2 more minutes, feeling the Qi. That's why it's really important to notice, are you smiling? Or is your face like this? Because if you can just part the lips and smile a little bit, then you can feel your energy more. One more minute. So, doing even just 5 minutes of Qigong in the morning will change your proprioception and will change your whole day because your proprioception will be activated. Does that make sense? Especially if you feel like if you're dropping things, if you're bumping into things, if you're like not quite aware of your space like you should be, like when you're drinking and you're driving, not a good thing. Then you know that you need to step back and ground yourself so that you can really feel like you're moving in your space with comfort. How y'all feeling? I am going to get some hydration and then we're going to do some standing movements. So take your time, get some hydration as well. I just did a lot of talking. I'll be right back. All right. So we're going to start by just rocking back and forth, feeling our feet, all the weight on one side and then the other. Just being really aware of our energy in this space, how our feet feel, how our arms feel, how our heart feels. And then come to stillness. Allow the arms to open up. And then we're going to go into some blooms. We're going to bring our hands to the thighs and then just open them up. Okay. We're going to go down and we are going to go as high or as low as we want. We'll do this for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes of blooms. All right, keep doing this. I'm going to step away from the EMF and I'm going to keep doing this off screen for a couple of minutes. Keep it up. Hey, Shadow Ben. No, I was not. I just wanted to get away from like the EMF. Sometimes I just feel so good doing Qigong outside. It's a different proprioception that I have. So I'll step out and do the movements when I'm just repeating something. Thanks for the thumbs up. And I know y'all don't need to be watching me. But I just wanted to check in. We're going to do this for like one more minute. And I want to know if your proprioception is changing. Are you feeling more grounded? Are you feeling your chi? Are you perceiving your chi? And what does that feel like to you? Do you feel fluffed out, more whole, more together, more calm? Do you feel the stream running through you? So with the themes of class, the movements don't really change. It's just how we look, how we realize the movements affect us. These are just all different themes to inspire you to keep doing the practice, because these are all the different things the practice helps with. And I think proprioception is a big one. And I think this theme also can whip you into shape, because it helps you realize that how you take care of not only your body and what you eat, but also your surroundings, if you keep it clean, it really does affect your health. If not physically, then mentally. And it's all connected, because it affects your proprioception. And I hope this motivates you to just help you in so many ways. That's great, Jeffrey. I'm going to step away from the screen again. Okay, let's shake this out. And we're just going to lean to the left, and then back to the right, and then left. Lean to the right, back to the left, right. Shake it out. We're going to do some chi walking, being aware of that water energy. We're just going to float the arms up. Let them float down. Feeling hot, feeling cold, those are all proprioceptions. If you're too hot to do things, don't be hard on yourself. The temperature really affects our motivation level. The humidity level really affects our motivational level. Make sure that you're not living in a space that's too humid. If you've got mildew or mold, you can get real unmotivated real quick. Lift that left foot up slowly. Bring those hands across the body with the other. And we're just gently walking back and forth. And if you are in a space where you can just walk around, you can do that. But yeah, just doing Qigong even in a cluttered space will help you feel uncluttered because you're basically creating space for yourself and creating space for Qi. Feel the gentle movements. And if you are living in clutter or like just looking at like, burned down places and just how that feels in you when you see that and just looking at, messy places and seeing pollution in the woods, there are some amazing people out there who will pick up trash. I sometimes do, not all the time, but I think it's so good for your own spirit to pick up the trash because it allows you to see your environment as cleaner. And everything is like a reflection of what's on the inside. If we have clutter around us and we have things that we like don't even know we have and we're not taking care of them and they're not clean and they're just taking up space, there's probably psychic energy in us that's doing the same thing. There's probably the dark corners of our own bodies and our own minds that we've just neglected, that we don't even know what's there. And so the more we clean the outside, the more we clean the inside, and vice versa. We literally are creating little waves around us, and those waves are going beyond us. Every time we do a Qigong or a Tai Chi movement, we're creating ripples in the space around us. And everyone that's in your space can feel it, and your own space can feel it. So if you're looking around right now in your own home, connect with the lamps, the mirrors, the instruments, and see that they're getting that water wave of your energy wash over them. And fill them with the chi that you're filling with. Notice how it affects your breathing. Good. All right, high five. Do a little shaking here. Shake it off, shake it off. Hold your elbows and shake your tail. Shake it off, shake it off. All right, we're gonna hold like a side of the table and we're gonna get our legs to release some chi. We're gonna swing our left leg out and then put it behind us and look behind. So it's just out behind. It's almost like a little dance move, but we're just getting some energy back to it relaxes the ankles, which is really important. A lot of us get stuck energy in the ankles, and we feel like we can't move freely in the environment because our feet hurt. And the other side, please. Out and back. All right, we're going to do some movements with the balls of energy, the muscle tendon change form. We're going to bend the knees, and we're going to grab an invisible ball and bring it up an imaginary tube over our heads. Relax the shoulders. Bring the ball over the head and then reach, reach. Release down, up, out, and down, up, and 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 down, and down, and down. Shake out the feet again. We're gonna do the deer. We're gonna get some liver chi moving here. I think I wanted to do one more movement before the deer. We're gonna angle ourselves to the left, bringing the feet shoulder width apart, bending the knees. We're gonna grab an imaginary ball and just kind of circulate it in front of us like that. And every time you circle it, you're gonna go a little bit further each time. By the way, please like this, share it, um, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll grab that donation link before we go into the deer. Other side. Yeah, a lot of times we don't even realize what we're doing and what we're saying. And it's just, we're just not aware of our bodies when we're doing that. We're just kind of speaking out of reaction instead of really being present with what we want to say in the moment. We're often reactive. What do we really want to say? What we really want to say doesn't have fear, it just has calm. And then when someone talks to you with fear, it's really easy for you to respond back with a reaction instead of your present feeling that's a little bit deeper than a reactive feeling. And a lot of us do that with political debates. We put our foot in our mouth so many times. What is that about, right? How do we return to the earth? How do we return to our sanity, to our calmness, to just relating in a heartfelt way instead of a I know more than you way, or you need to be what I am, or I'm going to control you, right? Don't want to do that anymore. Yep. All right. So before we go into the deer, I want to do another liver stretch where we bend and then we turn. The right foot's back, the right arm is up, the left arm is twisted back and forward. Forward. Good. And the deer, we're going to bring that left heel up, bending the right knee. We're going to put our antlers on, and then we're going to hop up on the right tippy toe, and we're going to lift that left foot up, and then just let the arms come down, back and forth. Okay? You got this. I'm going to step away from the screen, okay? Keep on doing it. All right. Got distracted by that guy. Talk about proprioception. I wonder if that's why we see, that's why I notice so many magical creatures around me. Maybe the more proprioceptive you are, the more of these magical creatures come and visit you. Oh my gosh. That was such a moment out there. I haven't seen a lot of praying mantises with open wings like that. All right. Well, let's do a little massage in the center of our hands. Our little life energy point there. 20 seconds. And the other side, please. Just a little squeeze on the wrists here. Multi-dimensional proprioception. Being aware not only of your body, but all the magic that's around you. One finger at a time here. Yeah, I got a boo-boo. That's my Wonder Woman Band-Aid. You know, I clean bottles and stuff. I find pretty bottles when I recycle, and I use a razor blade. You know, sometimes I slip. Y'all, don't do what I do. Be careful. Yeah. Then, the other way. The other hand, one finger at a time. One hand. Well, shake it up. We're going to do up and down. Up and down. Releasing that lower back. If you have high blood pressure or low pressure, don't do this. And if you have if you feel dizzy at all, you probably shouldn't do it. But you can also bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth, towards the back. Yeah, if you walk into a space and you feel like immediately low energy, that might be too humid. Get a dehumidifier. All right, it's Georgia. It's very humid here. We need to be careful with that. We're going to bring our fingers up, stretch the wrists out, relax the shoulders. If you walk into a space and feel really good, make note of the temperature, the humidity, the vibrations going on, and reproduce that. Recreate it because it feels good to you. You can do it. I believe in you. Shake it off and shake it. All right, we are going to do our foot massage now. Yay! I'm going to get another sip of my water. You know what? I believe in you. I do. All right. So pick a foot, any foot, rotate each toe a few times in each direction, and then pull the toe away from the foot. Oh, I said I was going to get the donation link. That would be helpful. That would be helpful for paying my bills if anyone wants to donate. That'd be awesome. Oh, you can also become a member, and then we can get more emojis. Rotate the whole ankle. Who knows? Maybe we can make emojis of you. Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the heel. I have this music video I'm doing, a cartoon, and if you donate a certain amount, then I will create a cartoon character of you. Well, I'll have an animator do it. And then you can have that cartoon of you forever. And we can make an emoji of you. Or someone you love. Or a loved one who passed away. And now rub in between all your toesies. And then find a point on your foot that's like an acupressure point and hold that for 20 seconds while I get this link for you. No, 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 no. Weird. I thought I had it. Maybe I put it in a different place. No. So weird. All right, well, I'll give you this link first. We've raised $260 so far of our $3,333 goal to make this cartoon. And they're going to need the first $1,000 soon. So if anyone could help, that would be awesome. And then we've also got this over here. Here. Boom. You working? You working! Yay! There's our tip bucket. All the different ways, Venmo, PayPal, it's all listed. Bam. All right. So now we're going to find a point under the knee on the inside of the leg. 2 or 3 or 4 fingers below. You're going to feel for it. And when it feels tense, that's probably where you want to be. Hold that for 20 seconds. Good jobby wobby. And now you're going to go above the knee on the outside, about 4 or 5 fingers up, and find that acupressure point. Thank you, Jabri. All right, tap down. And brush. And rotate each toe on the other foot a few times in each direction. And then pull the toe away from the foot. That is good to know, Jabri. Thanks for the 5 thumbs up. Can we make it 50 by the end of the day? That'd be awesome. And rotate. If you feel moved to reciprocate with donations, that would be amazing. Can we get $50 for class today? Rotate the whole ankle. And bring the toes back And rub the bottom of the feet. Oh, that feels so good. Circulate what's going on in your foot. This is like the bottom of a garbage can in some ways. It's like you want to like wipe that gunk off of it so that you can have more freedom to move around with bliss. And now rub between your toes. Okay. Sounds like a plan, Jabri. And now find an acupressure point on your foot, somewhere, anywhere. Twenty seconds. And release. Now under your toe, about 3 fingers below, you're gonna find, under your knee, about 3 fingers below, you're gonna find a point. Hold that for 20 seconds. Now this Saturday, I'm not gonna be at Golden Drops. I have another gig in Lake Oconee, just so you know. And then on the outside of the knee, 4 or 5 fingers above. Hold that for 20 seconds. All righty. 10 more seconds. Good job. Tap up and down. And brush. Y'all, it's been a great class. Do you have any questions or anything you want to share? Anything you need before I leave you? Me too. Cutie pies. Thanks for joining me. I will see you Monday at 11:30. And please share this video with people so that they can learn about how important their proprioception is. And hopefully they'll join us for class on Monday and get better proprioception. Because, it's like your TV set not getting a reception, your radio station not having reception, your internet not working. That's what not having proprioception is like. It's like not having a clear signal. And we want that. Mm-hmm. All right, let's thank all the lineage holders. Thanking all the teachers. Shishilauja. We fill our heart with gratitude and compassion and send this out to the multiverse proprioceptively. Shining our light through our eyeballs and every cell of our body. So, so this is also linked below, the ASEA products that I am a really big fan of. I think that they enhance our health and our proprioception so much. I had adrenal fatigue before I started using this from all the stress in my life and not eating right when I was younger. Um, so yeah, I say go for it. Give it a try. The gel helps with like everything. It helps with bug bites really well, and it helps with pain so well. I had like carpal tunnel, and this helps when I overuse my wrist. So yeah, I recommend it. I don't exactly make money on it unless you get like $100 worth, and then I get a little commission from the link below of Eva's store. So you can buy it in the store. I think it's like $40. So yeah. Well, I'll see you all on Monday. Have a beautiful one.